बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। अस्सलाम वालेकुम नाज़रीन। 26 नवंबर 2008 के दिन मुंबई में दहशतगर्दी का जो वाक़या पेश आया था वो आज तक सबको याद होगा। इस वाक़े में भारत ने एक सोचे समझे मंसूबे के तहत पाकिस्तान को इसका मौरी इल्ज़ाम ठहराया और पूरी कोशिश की कि पाकिस्तान को दहशतगर्दी की मदद करने वाले ममालिक में शामिल करवाया जा सके। पाकिस्तान ने इस वाक़े से न सिर्फ लाताल्लुक़ी का इजहार किया बल्कि भारत को तफ्तीश के लिए ताउन की पेशकश भी की, जिसे भारत ने कबूल नहीं किया। मैंने बताते ख़ुद इस दहशतगर्दी के मुतालिक रिसर्च की और तजिए के बाद इस नतीजे पर पहुंचा कि ये वाक़या भारत की अपनी अंदरूनी साजिश का नतीजा था, जिसको अंग्रेज़ी ज़ुबान में इनसाइडर जॉब या फॉल्स फ्लैग ऑपरेशन कहा जाता है। जून 2018 में एक जर्मन मुसन्नफ़ जनाब डेविडसन ने एक किताब बेट्रेयल ऑफ इंडिया के नाम से लिखी, जिसमें इन्होंने हर ज़ाविये से यह साबित किया कि भारत ने न सिर्फ अपनी कौम बल्कि पूरी दुनिया को धोखा दिया था, जो कि मेरे 2008 के तजिए की तस्दीक है। नाज़रीन, आइए मिलते हैं इस किताब के मुसन्नफ़ जनाब मिस्टर डेविडसन से। गुड डे मिस्टर डेविडसन। फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल आई वुड लाइक टू sincerely thank you and welcome you on behalf of Pakistani nation for this exclusive and extremely important interview. I'm sure it will help to change the opinion of many people about Pakistan in a positive direction. Do you have or had any relationship with Pakistan before writing this eye-opening book?
Well, thank you for inviting me, first of all, to this lecture series and to Pakistan. It's the first time I'm coming to Pakistan. I've never been in this region of the world before. I had never had any connection to this region, no personal, not political, not financial, nothing of that kind. So basically, it is completely new land for me.
Okay, thank you. I'm sure that you had gathered reliable information before writing this book. How long it took you to gather the information?
Well, basically, I didn't gather information before writing the book. The book became small. It evolved through this research slowly, and it took 2 years of work, of mostly full-time work, to complete this study. About 2 years.
India had claimed that there was a live communication between the terrorists and their handlers during attack and were apparently getting instructions directly from Pakistan. What do you say about it?
Well, this kind of contact between the handlers and the gunmen is, I would say, it is really a joke. I'm sorry to say that. It's a joke. Because if you read the transcripts of these calls, I'm sorry, before going to the transcripts, these calls were in fact organized by the FBI. The FBI in the United States organized and intercepted all these calls. They went through a company, a private company located in New Jersey. So the aim of that system, of this construction, was to hide the location of those who were calling. We don't know where they were, these callers, these handlers, but as I came, my guess, these callers, the handlers, were located in the Taj Hotel. But this is just my conclusion. It is not a fact. This conclusion can come because of my analysis of the calls. Now let me just take a couple of samples of these calls. One of the calls, not one of them, a few calls, the handlers were trying to micromanage the gunmen. In one case, the handler would say to the gunmen, who were supposed to be very trained commandos, don't throw the grenades on your own feet. Now, this is not what you would say to a trained commando. He would absolutely know what to do with a grenade. But this is one of the micromanaging. It appears that these people didn't know what they were doing and they had to be micromanaged. A second element which was incredible and very, very surprising is that the handlers would harangue the gunmen with religious exhortations. Now, anybody who has been in military knows that when people are discussing about combat, they will not make a sermon like in the mosque. So this is, in my opinion, all these transcripts with all these religious words were made in order to publicize and to try to prove that these were Islamic fundamentalists. And the third thing is that the callers, the handlers, had inside information. They knew exactly that there were 3 ministers in the Taj, that the Prime Minister called for a helicopter to fetch them, and so forth. This information could not be available to people in Pakistan, but they could be available to people in Mumbai.
Do you firmly believe that it was an insider job and false flag operation by India to accuse Pakistan?
Yes, of course. It was a false flag operation, partly to accuse Pakistan. But this was only part of the story. It was a false flag operation without doubt. But the Pakistan issue, in my opinion, was just one of the goals.
What do you think that what other motive India had besides accusing Pakistan?
There were many motives. One motive was a part of the Indian establishment wanted a greater cooperation with the United States and Israel. And so the United States has for years tried to push India or to pull India into its own orbit. And it had its friends in India. And the attack exactly did that. It opened the gates for intensive cooperation on the military, intelligence and police cooperation between India and the United States immediately after the attacks. So this one mode. Another goal was to provide justification for increased appropriations to the military forces, to police forces, to the NSG, and so forth. So after the attacks, these organizations which claimed for money got a lot of funds, 20-30% increase in appropriations. And fourth, there was also the goal of accelerating the establishment of a national security state, meaning controlling the population through surveillance and security systems all over India, and as a preventive measure against opposition by the poor classes. So there were at least 4, if not 5, main motives for the Indian establishment to have organized these attacks.
नाज़रीन, आपने जनाब डेविडसन की गुफ्तगू सुनी. अब आप अपनी राय खुद बना सकते हैं. थैंक यू मिस्टर डेविडसन फॉर योर
वेलकम
इंटरव्यू. पाकिस्तान जिंदाबाद.